Wenyenchi is another day and a new dawn for us to look at things differently. Now, during the NDR interview, Dr. Oburu Oginga, the brother, the late Raila Oginga, who now is the currently party leader of ODM, said something that drew my attention. Now that anything in politics, you don't just ignore things. He said that according to the party constitution, he is the party leader and therefore the presidential candidate, and even went further to caution any person who thinks and has those ambitions of running for presidency to look for their own party. The story was done by NTV, and let's watch it first before we go deep into it. In his year
address, the CI senator says the party constitution names him as a de facto presidential candidate, that anybody preparing for the same is misguided and should quit ODM and direct salvo at Sifuna. And as NTV's senior reporter Duncan Haemba reports, Oburu has also declared 2026 a crucial year for ODM, insisting the party's future must be worked out before 2027.
The Orange Democratic Movement, ODM, could be headed for a major fallout if events on New Year's Eve are anything to go by. In the last 2 days of 2025, two glaring factions within the party have openly signaled that gloves are off as the party struggles to reinvent itself following the demise of founding party leader Raila Odinga.
2026, which we are entering into, is a very crucial year for our party. It is a very, very crucial year for our party because things must be worked out before 2027. Before the end of 2026, we shall have clearly known and made all the necessary arrangements. I want to make it absolutely clear that our constitution already has a presidential candidate for our party. And that presidential candidate is clearly stated in the constitution of our party. And it is the party leader. And it is the party leader speaking. I am the presidential candidate for ODM if ODM decides that it goes it alone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kenyan politics has entered its favorite season. The season of family meetings, secret handshakes, and Christmas miracles. Just when you thought ODM was debating ideas, ideologies, and 2027 strategy, boom, Oburu Oginga appears in an NDR interview and casually drops a political bomb. I am the party leader of ODM, therefore I am the flag bearer. Quote. No primaries, no delegates conference, no grassroots consultation, just vibes and a constitutional clause. Meanwhile, Edwin Sifuna is at Jirongo's funeral telling ODM, let's go back to the people.
Mimi nataka niseme uamuzi wa jinsi ambavyo chama kitaenda 2027 hautafanywa na hawa viongozi hapa juu. Itisheni mkutano wa National Delegates Convention, wacha wana ODM wakuje, waseme wanaenda kwa Ruto ama tusimamishe hata huyu Sifuna. Kwani?
Same party, completely different universes. Now, let's look at this Oburu's declaration. Lawyered or loaded? Let's start with the Oburu Oginga declaration. Technically, and I repeat, technically, Oburu is not wrong. According to the ODM constitution, the party leader has enormous powers, including being the natural flag bearer unless the party decides otherwise. But politics is not just law. Politics is optics, and optically, that statement landed like a hostile takeover notice slapped on Raila Odinga's old office door. Why? Because ODM has never worked like this. ODM has always sold itself as a people's movement, a consultative party, a party that breathes grassroots legitimacy, suddenly we are being told, I am the candidate. If you don't like it, tafuta chama yako. This is not democracy. That is corporate acquisition language. It's given this company has been bought. Employees will be restructured. Now, let's talk about the elephant that ate the Christmas goat. Reports emerged that Wanga, Oburu, Junet, Wandai, and other ODM heavyweights held a secret meeting with William Ruto around Christmas. This is the story done by KTN, and let's watch it.
These are
about the same.
KTN can now reveal details of a closed-door political meeting that sources say could fundamentally reshape the Orange Democratic Movement and Kenya's opposition politics. President William Ruto is reported to have secretly met senior ODM leaders in Transmara on Christmas Day in talks insiders say were aimed at weakening ODM from within and eventually folding it into the ruling United Democratic Alliance ahead of 2027. Our reporter Haman Kamariki with the details.
According to multiple sources within ODM and government, the 2-hour meeting brought together a select group of senior ODM figures. Those present included party leader Oburu Oginga, CS Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya, CS Opiyo Wandayi, Suna East Member of Parliament Junet Mohammed, Homa Bay Governor Gladys Wanga, and Mombasa Governor Abdulsamad Nasir. Those who were absent were ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna, Embakasi Member of Parliament Babu Owino, Raila Odinga's daughter Winnie Odinga, Deputy Party Leader Godfrey Osoti, and Siaya Governor James Orengo. Leaders who have publicly opposed closer ties with the Kenya Kwanza administration. Sources say their goose was cooked during the meeting.
Press briefing, not a coalition announcement, not even a leaked selfie, just whispers. Then suddenly, Oburu declares himself flag bearer. ODM talks about restructuring in 2026. Dissenters are told to fall in line. Let's be honest, that meeting changed the temperature in ODM. And in Kenyan politics, when meetings are secret, timelines are rushed, language becomes authoritarian. You are not watching strategy, you are watching alignment. When Oburu says 2026 is the year to restructure and reposition ODM for 2027, let me translate this into Kenyan political English. Sifuna, problematic. Babu Owino, too loud. Orengo, too principled. Kalibamisi, too independent. Restructuring doesn't mean building offices. It means cleaning house. This is not about ideology. This is about discipline. And Kenyan politics has one rule. When a party starts punishing debate, it is preparing to be rented out. Edwin Sifuna's crime is not rebellion. His crime is insisting that ODM still belongs to its supporters. At Jirongo's funeral, Sifuna says ODM should go back to the people and delegates to decide its direction. That statement alone is dangerous, not to democracy, but to those negotiating ODM's future behind closed doors. Then enters Kasmuel Makoure, attacking Sifuna publicly, accusing him of incompetence as Secretary General. Kenyan Politics 101. When juniors start attacking seniors loudly, someone upstairs has opened the door. Kasmuel warming up for SG? Maybe. But what's clear is this. Sifuna is being politically isolated, and isolation is always the first step before expulsion. Now, let's ask the uncomfortable question. Is Oburu really running for president? Or is he holding ODM steady, neutralizing dissent, aligning the party so that ODM can safely deliver political support to Ruto, directly or indirectly? Because Ruto doesn't need ODM noisy. Ruto needs ODM quiet, disciplined, predictable. ODM under Sifuna is unpredictable. ODM under Orengo is principled. ODM under Oburu, orderly, contained, negotiable. That's not opposition, that's managed democracy. Here's the tragic irony. ODM was born fighting state capture, authoritarian control, elite bargains. Now it risks becoming a family-managed entity, run through press interviews and enforced through purges. ODM risks becoming the thing it once protested against. And Kenyan voters notice these things. You don't silence Sifuna and keep the base. You don't kick out Orengo and keep legitimacy. You don't suppress debate and call it unity. So, what are we watching? This is not yet proof of selling ODM to Ruto, but it is clear evidence of preparation. Preparation for control, discipline, alignment. Whether that alignment ends with Ruto, a proxy candidate, or a negotiated power-sharing deal, one thing is certain. ODM is no longer debating ideas, it's negotiating power. And when a party stops arguing publicly and starts meeting secretly, history tells us only one thing. The deal is already on the table, the members are just the last to be informed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is HiiStory, where politics is unpacked, not packaged. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and ask yourself, is ODM being restructured or repossessed? That's all for today. And don't forget that wewe ni mwenye nchi. Until next time, bye.